hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me, no, no, no. I know it's hard to be polite, and it's easy being petty. My mama used to tell me, gotta use you when he ready. Man, it's crazy how my brother said it could've been my cell. It's either prison or a grave, that's what everybody tell me. Man, life ain't a beach, it's a female dog. I'm staying 10 toes down, though I still might fall. Oh yeah, now I done came through, knocking pictures off you all. Cause loving people who persecute you, it's still a tough be a light up on my path and a lamp under my feet. I know my faith strong, but my flesh still kinda weak. When that victory be looking like the verge of defeat, and I feel that disrespect, help me turn my other cheek and say sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me, no, no, no. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me, no. See, it's hard to be polite, it's easy being petty. Mama used to tell me, gotta use you when he ready. Cause I ain't working on my own timing. Ain't got no diamonds on me, but I stay shining, yeah, yeah. They say the world would be a better place if we take out the hate.
Stop all the hate right now.
Yeah. Let's keep it real, it'd be better if we just subtract the fake. Yeah, so be a light up on my path and a lamp under my feet. I know my faith strong, but my flesh still kinda weak. When that victory be looking like the verge of defeat, and I feel that disrespect, help me turn my other cheek and say sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me, no. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me, no, no, no. Sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me, no, no, no. I know it's hard to be polite, and it's easy being petty. My mama used to tell me, gotta use you when he ready. Man, it's crazy how my brother said it could've been my cell. It's either prison or a grave, that's what everybody tell me. Man, life ain't a beach, it's a female dog. I'm staying 10 toes down, though I still might fall. Oh yeah, now I done came through, knocking pictures off you all. Cause loving people who persecute you, it's still a tough be a light up on my path and a lamp under my feet. I know my faith strong, but my flesh still kinda weak. When that victory be looking like the verge of defeat, and I feel that disrespect, help me turn my other cheek and say sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me, no, no, no. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me, no. See, it's hard to be polite, it's easy being petty. Mama used to tell me, gotta use you when he ready. Cause I ain't working on my own timing. Ain't got no diamonds on me, but I stay shining, yeah, yeah. They say the world would be a better place if we take out the hate.
Stop all the hate right now.
Yeah. Let's keep it real, it'd be better if we just subtract the fake. Yeah, so be a light up on my path and a lamp under my feet. I know my faith strong, but my flesh still kinda weak. When that victory be looking like the verge of defeat, and I feel that disrespect, help me turn my other cheek and say
sticks and stones may break my bones, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I've been right More than I've been wrong, but you still can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me, no. Ooh, just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me, no, no. Bungalalonk, 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 bum bum bungalalonk, bungalalonk, bum bum bungalalonk, bungalalonk, bum 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 bum. What's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here, folks. Sorry if my mic might be a little bit too loud here. Let me turn it down some. What's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here, and today, folks, I'm doing something I haven't done in quite a while. You know, a live stream about Joe. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a live stream about Joe. It's been a long time, and it seems like, you know, since it's been a while. The last live stream about it's been a while, folks. I actually went back and looked. It's been quite a long time, and but the thing about it is, like, since I've stopped talking about him, he seems to be crashing out over there on his channel. It's hilarious, folks. It's totally hilarious. And I didn't know nothing about this stuff because I don't look at his channel. I physically don't look at his channel anymore. The only thing, I think the only video. Hold on, let me pull up this video right here. This is one he did. All right, this is the one he did the other day. I just want to pull this one up. Just get this one set up. This is what he did just yesterday. And this video illustrates basically where he's stuck at. What's up, Mr. Jenkins? How's it going, man? Oh, he's still around. He's still around. He's still around by himself. Yeah, man. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me see. Oh, I have it. Hold up. Let me. Okay. I'm surprised you're still around, Mr. Jenkins. Sounded good. Yeah, I haven't heard a word from you, Mr. Jenkins, in a long time, brother. hope everything's going fine with you, man. Maybe I'll meet you up at the Comic Con coming up. I think it's this September or November, so I'll probably see you there. Probably go there, you know, chill out. But folks, let me get to the main screen. Man, it's been a while, folks. You know, the thing about it is that I think everybody knows about what I went through a few years ago. You know, okay, I will, man. No problem. At the office. Ooh, you got an office now. Oh, okay. I think Jenkins Enterprises then came up in the world. He got his own office now. But anyway, yeah. So if anybody hasn't noticed, in the past, say, I'd say like maybe maybe a little bit more than several months, almost a year, we really don't do Joe content in this channel no more because Joe is not worth my time and effort to talk about, you know. And I'll probably do a off the cuff video, like maybe once every blue moon, you know, an upload here or maybe a little quick live stream there. But I don't talk about him. I don't say nothing about him because he's not worth it. The thing about it is that he wants someone to chase after him and make videos and content so he can go back and forth, and we can go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, you know, and so he can have something to do, right? You know, and thing is that when I went through what I went through a few years back, I realized the years I spent arguing with this fool got me nowhere. Nothing done, you know, project started, projects not finished, blah, 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 blah. It's only when, after I went through my shit, I came out on the other side of it and I started concentrating on myself and what I wanted to do with my content. That's only when I finally decided, you know, he's not worth it, you know. And he tries his hardest to make his little memes and do his little videos and then follow me around to other people's streams and yeah, that's one thing I do now. I go to other people's streams and I stream on other people's shows and I have fun. You know, and that's one thing in life, like dealing with this idiot you don't get a chance to do, is that because you're too busy worried about what he's going to do. So I just say, you know what? He's gonna be a fucking idiot troll living with his mom for the rest of his life. I'm not. I don't need to keep up with him. He needs to keep up with me. And he has. He has followed me every show about comics, gaming, anything I'm on. He has to be there just to sit in the crowd and have people ignore him. You know, every channel I go on, he's there to sit in the crowd to be like, "Oh, I let the pregnancy complete against Wingen." And nobody talks to him. Nobody says nothing about him. And he wants me to say something to him, and nobody says nothing to him. Nobody, you know. So I think it's fun. I think it's fun that he understands that he's just an afterthought. he's just an afterthought, and so I did a video on him a couple weeks ago because this guy came up and wanted to do some business with Joe, and it's obviously the guy he once again one of these foreign guys who don't know Joe, you know, winds up contacting Joe and wanting to do something with Joe with Joe's animations. And once again, this is somebody who uses a program like Unreal Engine, right? Now, he asked Joe, you know, I want to know, can you please tell me how these animations, how can I characterize these animations so they can work in Unreal Engine? And Joe never tells the man how to get the stuff to convert it over to using Unreal Engine. What Joe does is Joe shows him videos of other people doing it, but the videos Joe is showing other people don't pertain to his shit because his shit. I think they cut my grass off. Yeah, they cut my grass off. Well, what was that noise? So yeah, they cut my grass outside. So so the guy goes like 2 days going back and forth with Joe, trying to get Joe to tell him, you know, how do I get this stuff that I want to tell people come and buy from you? How can I get it into Unreal Engine? Because I can't tell nobody, recommend nobody your product if I can't get it to work. So Joe doesn't. I guess Joe doesn't understand. But the thing about it is that Joe had. You see this little symbol up here? I'm gonna show you guys. You see this little symbol? This symbol that says Unreal Engine. Well, Joe claims that he makes animations and motions that are compatible with Unreal Engine, right? This is what he says, and that's how he advertises his stuff that he sells. But everybody knows Joe steals. He takes game rips and resells them and resells them and puts his name on them. He has basically taken the whole catalog of Mixamo and he downloaded every animation over there at Mixamo and he's selling it. He's selling it in packs. And the thing is that every person that gets had by this guy is some uninformed foreigner. Now, the Pitchfork guy from Pitchfork Studio, he's one of those uninformed foreigners who come to Joe asking Joe for something and wind up finding out that Joe isn't worth the time to talk to. Because Joe advertises that, hey, this is content you can buy from me that you can use into your games and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you can't because it's all stolen content out of other people's games. You know, and he's been doing this for years, folks. He's been robbing and stealing and conning people for years. You know, and the thing about it is, during that whole time that me and him were going through it, Joe think that my whole thing was to have a beef with him. The problem is Joe didn't understand my intentions of what I went through with him over the years. My whole intention was to make people aware of him. I don't care about any beef that he has with me. My whole thing was to make sure people... See, I figure if people were more aware of him and what he does and what's he about, more people will be turned away from him. Therefore, he won't be able to make money. Right? That's the whole thing. Is to stop him from making money on other people's stuff. To stop him from conning and stealing people's money. Because once he has your money, he's not going to give it back. He's not. There are people on his Discord right now asking for refunds, and he deletes their messages. And then goes off and say, it's me. He says it's me. Spreading false rumors. But I haven't talked about Joe. I've not posted anything about his operation. I have not even called the feds on him like I used to do. I don't do that stuff no more. Because I know all the stuff I used to do to him is still hurting him down to this day. Because the videos are still up. The websites are still up. Everything is still functional. The only thing that's not functional is him. Because a few months ago, Joe had to go out and get a job. Yes, the man who owns a $25 million company who has up to what? How many employees you got? You got 25 employees, Joe. He had to go out and get a job, you know, and he's angry, mad because he had to get a job. You know, I guess mom told him he has to get off his ass. You know, this shit ain't working. You know, or mom might be. I mean, I don't know. But his whole thing is that he tries to use me as a way to hide the fact that he's doing stuff, and then he tries to blame the shit that he gets called out for. He tries to blame it on me because what I've done is only thing I've done to him, because what he did to me was try to tell people that I stole something from him, you know, and he never proves it. But every video he made was basically saying that I stole something from him because I'm over here at Real Illusion, and he was using me as a proxy to aggravate the people over Real Illusion, to aggravate the people of Epic, to aggravate anybody that I knew. He was using me as a conduit. He would make videos about me, then not only make videos about me, throw people that know me into the videos, go after them, go after their families, go after all the other shit. So what happened is, in the, yeah, I do believe it was the summer of 2018 when I said enough. I said enough. And that's when the tide changed, because Joe had see, when I was messing with Joe, my channel was something like 6,000 some subscribers or something like that. I think it was a little less than 6,000 subscribers. Actually, I think my channel was right about 2,000 subscribers, right? This was a long time ago, right? And Joe had the bigger channel. Joe had like over a million. Joe had a channel with like over 1 million views on it. You know, I think he had like maybe 3,000 or 6,000 subscribers. You know, Joe had a bigger channel than mine. So Joe had, you know, access to other things than my channel did. You know, my channel just started making money. You know, and what Joe would do is Joe would come over and false flag my channel, my videos, and then my channel get demonetized, and I can't make no money. I can't stream. And he did that shit for a whole year. 2017, he did that to me. He will come on my channel, come over and make a false claim on my channel. Then, you know, YouTube back then, it was always 3 months. You couldn't stream for 3 whole months. So if you got a violation, well, and then you can't appeal it. You might as well just take it, go with it. But Joe got my channel down to a point that it was almost gone, and I had to take my channel down. You know, this channel right here, I did take it down, and I had to hide it. I had to hide all the content on it. There was nothing on my channel. So what happened? Well, shortly after, he did it to me 3 times in 1 year. You know, it was basically for like 9 months straight, right? So the last quarter of that year, before the last quarter year was up, I went on my channel and I hid everything. And what I did is I went to other channels. I got other satellite channels that I made, and I just went to other channels and just streamed on those channels and kept my fan base with me. And my fan base basically stuck with me where every channel I went to. You know, everybody know if this channel get taken down, I go to this channel. I did that, and it kind of hurt me. But I still had my main channel, and everybody's waiting for me to go back to my main channel. And I said I can't go to my main channel until I take care of this fucker and his channel. And that's what I did, you know. So I hatched a plan. You know, that plan involved basically not going after him, you know, what he says about me, because YouTube don't give a fuck. It's the illegal shit that he's doing, right? It's the shit that he's doing that's illegal. It's what I went after. You know, that's how I fixed him. You know, it took the FBI, it took some lawyers, and going to court a couple of times, but I finally got this motherfucker to understand that he don't need to fuck with me no more. I don't need to play with him no more. He don't need to play with me no more. You know, stop fucking with my channel. You know, once that was established, I was able to come back to my channel and stream. But before I did come back to my channel, I made sure I destroyed his channel. His main channel that he did so great on, with doing all this infomercials and stuff, I got rid of it. And to be honest with you, I wasn't the one that took his channel down. Once again, he gets on his channel and he steals from people. He physically takes people money for shit he does not own. And that was the key to getting rid of his ass. He decided to get into a war with Epic and get into a war with with Real Illusion and all these people. He was stealing their content and selling it. Only thing I did was point to where he had it, where he was selling it, and how he was doing it. And that was the end of his very first Truebones channel. The channel that's been there for a long time. Long time. You know, got rid of it. He came back. That's another channel. Slowly aimed at me. And I got rid of that one. You know, he came back as a whole bunch of different channels. You know, and I got rid of every last one. I think I got rid of like 7 of his channels. Now, when I mean I got rid of some of his channels, I got rid of his main channel. See, you can have a bunch of satellite channels, but once you get rid of your main channel, because I got his main channel deleted, he had to start over again. He had to get a new account. He had to get a new email address. Open up another YouTube account with a brand new address. You know, and I tell people, you know, if you're gonna do YouTube, don't stream from your main account. Make a satellite account. Make that satellite account the account you're gonna use. Never, ever use your main account, because once they get rid of the main account, you can't even use your email with it no more. It's gone. It's finished. So yeah, so that's what he did. That's what I did to him, you know. So he's still mad because I basically oh yeah, then almost got him sued by a couple of companies too for stealing their shit too. But I mean, those are just stories. But that's basically, I mean, it's not really worth talking about. You know, I can go into it some more. I can probably be here for a whole hour talking about this shit. Joe looks keen cut up about. He looks like he's been on the binger for a couple of days. But my whole thing about this character here is that, you know, although I don't talk about him no more, I don't do videos on him no more, I don't even engage with him, you know, anymore. He still wants me to engage with him. Like, I got an email from somebody this morning who said, "Oh, he's over there spurging out again." I was like, "Who?" You're like, "Oh, him? He's still around." You know, and they said he made this video. Now, I want to ask somebody. I want to ask you guys this. People who are watching. All, what, 2 of you. If you came to this guy's channel and you heard this, listen to this. Why would you want to sit down for 34 minutes listening to this buffoon yell, screech, and squeal about why his life is so worse because of me? In echo. That's all he does. He does every stream with that stupid echo. You know, I don't need echo. I just need my voice and to understand that he's a buffoon. I mean, that's all I need. But for some reason, he comes over here, he puts his shit on full echo, and he gets to talking. And think about it, it's like somebody I know did come over and watch him, and it's like I couldn't understand what he was saying because everything he put everything in echo. It's like, and then on top of that, you know, they also said like 2-3 different people said this to me. It's like the dude is just cringe. He's cringe. He's like, he was like, "I know why you don't talk about him no more." Yeah, I don't. This is what I'm up against. And it's like I'm not up against it because I don't care no more. I don't care. I don't care if he's stealing from people. I don't care. I got what I want out of it, right? I got the fact that I never stole nothing from him. I never used anything of his. And I proved that he's the biggest crook this side of the Mississippi. That's all I had to prove. And I proved everything about him. He's still trying to make up shit about me. He's still over there making up shit about me. You know, he's still chasing after my friends. He's still chasing after my family. He's still chasing after anybody, any person I know, so he can go up to them and say, "Oh, one gun, he did this, he done that, one gun." He's just making up shit because I've hurt him so bad. This is what it looks like when you've hurt somebody to the point till they just turn to fucking craziness. You know, this is what happens. This is what happens when you scheme for so long, and then you fuck with the wrong person, and your whole life is turned upside down. That happened to him with him trying to fuck with me. And now He's nothing but a crater of a burnt carcass of what used to be a human. That's all he is now. And where he's at, there's no coming back from it. Because as he had over a couple years now to change and do something else. But he won't change. He's going to stay this way for the rest of his life. Why would I want to be stuck making video after video about him and talking about him where he's stuck? He's stuck there. He's stuck. There is no use. But yet he comes out and makes a video, and he gets one of my videos where I'm talking about him, and he sits there in fucking echo. The whole video but echo. You can't understand what he's saying, who he's talking about. The only word that comes out of his mouth that makes any type of sense is my name. That's the only thing you understand that he's talking about. You know he's saying something. You know, but that's all he has. All he has is the hate for me. That's it. I have nothing for him. But he has a lot of hate for me. You know, and the thing about it is, when people got this much hate for you, let them hate, because that's just going to destroy him. He's destroying himself. Nobody takes him serious. Every day, there's always somebody who finds out who he is and they stop fucking with him. Every day. His Discord proves that. I don't have to do nothing but just go to his Discord and just sit there and just read. I don't have to say nothing to nobody. Because by the time someone gets to like the third or fourth post about him, they've already said, oh, you're just a fucking con man. But this is what happens when you fuck with me. And I fucked it with him. I mean, I really did fuck with him. I fucked him up pretty good. Because this is the type of person right here. This guy likes to dox you. He likes to dox your family. He likes to dox people. And he did it to me one too many times before I said, you know what? I'm going to do exactly what you did to me, but I'm going to do it 20,000 times worse. And for some reason, he didn't like that. He didn't like nobody knowing the name of his mother, the where her business is, where he lives, and all the other shit. But it's okay for him to do that to me and my family, my people I know, but he couldn't take it. He went batshit crazy. He went down to his police department. He went everywhere. But it's strange how he went everywhere but not told those people what he was doing to other people. Calling people's jobs, trying to get them fired. Calling police stations to get people arrested by lying and saying people are dealing drugs out their house. He never says that stuff. And then he gets up on YouTube like crying, oh, they're doing all this. This one gun guy, he's a mafia member, he's this, he's that, you know, and he's after my mom. We laughed because we said this is what happens when you want to fucking light a fire. You know, you light a fire and throw gasoline on somebody, don't expect that motherfucker not to come back with napalm for your ass. Don't expect it. Just please don't expect it. Because when it comes, just be in your best efforts to pretend that you're surprised that someone would do to you exactly what you did to them, but it was even worse. And the reason why it hits you even harder, because you thought that no one could do you worse or even better than you. You see, I have a nasty side, but my good side always prevails. But it was that one time my nasty side said, you know what? Either you play with this motherfucker or you play with that motherfucker. And I was like, hey, good side, step aside. I'm going to listen to this boy for a minute. And that's how I took care of Joe. I stopped trying to be nice. You know? Being nice to fools like him don't get you nowhere. You come out there, I mean, and I said, next time somebody try to do shit to me, I'm coming out swinging first. Be nice second. Because these people whole intention is not to do anything nice for you. You know, their whole intention is to fuck you up. To embarrass you, steal from you, you know, so they can have something hanging up on their walls like, I did this to this person, and they did this. You know, that's all they want. These are grown men living with their parents. These are all the this is who this is what our fucking society has turned into. There are more, and believe it or not, there are more motherfuckers out here like him than there are normal people like me and some other folks that I know. Our country is infested with the no-mans. I call them no-mans because they're not men. These are people who stay and live with their parents from the time they're born all the way to the time they on the way to their fucking grave. No-mans, because they've never accomplished nothing. They can't even accomplish a relationship with a fucking woman. You know, and they grow up just like this, thinking they can do anything to anyone at any time. And lie, because they have their mother who's been paying for their rent, paying for their housing, paying for their food, doing everything for them. That's the problem with America. We got too many of these motherfuckers. And these motherfuckers like to praise people like Andrew Tate and other motherfuckers like Andrew Tate. There's a bunch of these motherfuckers who sit on couches with a microphone in their face talking about how to be a man. This is how you be a man. Grow the fuck up. Do man shit like get a job, get a life, get out your parents' house, you know, strike it out for yourself. You know, shit's hard out here. You got to find a way to deal with it. Hiding up on your mom's skirt, inside of her house, behind a keyboard, that's not being a man. That's being a fucking 12-year-old. So what you see here, folks, is a flaming example of what it is when your mother takes care of you from the fucking cradle to the damn word when you go into the fucking grave. This man has had no responsibilities. He has no moral values, no moral standing. He has nothing but what you see on my screen right here. That's all he has. That's all he has, folks. I was going to say things, but like I can't describe nothing because he has nothing. He has nothing of value. You know, I remember my lawyers were talking about. It's like, so what did I said? Like hell, like this motherfucker fucked up my YouTube channel. He cost my YouTube channel. I can't make money on my YouTube channel. Those are my damages. You know, before he started this shit, and look where my channel is now. I lost my monetization on my channel. I'm losing out on money, revenue. And so I want to go after him. My lawyer's like, he ain't got nothing. I was like, what? He's like, he ain't got nothing. And I was like, what do you mean he ain't got nothing? Like, live with his mom. He don't have a car. He don't have shit. He ain't got nothing. Only thing you're going to be doing is paying us to take this motherfucker to court. I said, okay, how about this? How about I just pay you, take him to court, you know, and if he tries to do if he keeps trying to do this shit, you know, we get him locked up. Can we do that? I don't care if a fuck about soon. Can we just do that? Like, well, we can do that. You know, that helped. That helped because he stopped coming to my channel and filing fake copyright claims on me. Because now it's like if he tries it again, all I gotta do is go to court. You know, just go to court, put him in jail. This is different from other takedown notices I've ever done. No, this is different because this has went to court. It's been litigated, and now we're just waiting for the now we're just waiting for him to fuck up. I have the judgment. You know, I have the judgment. I got everything. You know, so you know, and ever since then, he has decided not to file fake DMCAs against my channel. Now he will try to do the occasional privacy complaint, but I fixed that. He can't do those no more. I mean, he doesn't do them no more. He used to do them all the time. Like when he knew he couldn't do copyright claims against me, he started doing. He tried to do privacy complaints. You know, and I had problems with that for a while until I figured out how to get him to stop. I would get him to stop doing it. And it's basically like this. He put the address on his website of where his so-called Truebones studios were, right? I was on the internet. I looked up his Truebones studio, went to his website, and there it is, where his Truebones motion studio were, right? So after that, we went to Zillow and we looked the number up for where Truebones motion is, and it has happened to be at this place called Oldest Dirt Antiques, aka what's the name of his mom business? So his mom had some kind of a business or something, heart-to-heart counseling, right? Heart-to-heart counseling. So that was and we went there, and all three of those, but actually it was two businesses that was registered to that address. When we looked to see if his company was registered there, it wasn't. But what we did find is that he did register as a fictitious name. Now, here's the thing about a business license. Because I've had a business. I've ran a business before. You have to file with the state, the feds, and local, right? They give you these pieces of paper that you hang up on your little wall. So when they come by do their inspection with everything to see if you're on the up and up, they're gonna ask for these things. Where's your license? Where's your tax license? Where's this? So you can't do. It's a lot of stuff you cannot do if you do not have the proper license. You can't. If you don't have the proper license, you can't like charge people taxes and stuff like that. You can't like get inventory. It's a lot of stuff. This motherfucker went out and registered for a fictitious name. Anybody can do that shit. And the only reason why he registered for a fictitious name is so he can get a bank account in the name of. He don't want his name on the bank account. He wants a fake name on the bank account so he can pretend that he is an actual business. And that's the only reason why I say that. Well, that's the only reason why he would like get a fictitious name is so he can have a bank account. So he can have a bank account so he can use that name with the account and pretend that he didn't really own the business. And the only reason why you would pretend that you don't own a business but you do own the business is to let the government know that you're not making money. And it's only two reasons you only let the government know that you're not making money. Either you on the taxpayer dime, which you're collecting Social Security, welfare, or something like that, or you're doing something illegal and you don't want to pay taxes. But then again, that it's hard to do that, right? It's easier to run an honest business, pay your taxes, report to the government when you're working and doing it. It's easier to do that than go through all the shit he's doing to steal from people and to steal from the government if he is. It's so much easier to do things the right way, because to do it the other way is hard because you're constantly looking over your back. You're wondering if someone's going to catch you tomorrow. When you're not doing that shit, you have no stress. His problem is that he loves stress. He loves to steal from people. He loves to do this. This is the end result of a man who has nothing to lose. He has nothing. And I'm the only thing in his life that brings him light. He knows it. I know it. I've been through this. That's why I stopped talking about him. Because I know me not talking about him gets him to this point that where he just go bonkers. He can't stop thinking about the one person in his life. Well, one person in his life that brought him to the brink. And I did. This man got so mad at me sometimes he would get up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and wouldn't stop streaming about me until like 9 o'clock at night. That's how bad it was for him. Because I fucked him up so good. So good. I fucked him up so good that he can't forget me. He'll never forget me for the rest of his days on this planet. He'll never forget who I am. Because his whole intention is that he didn't know me. He didn't know what type of person I was. When I first got on here, started streaming, I was the nicest person. People come to me, tell me anything they want, help them out. I did videos, tutorials. People love my shit. Until I ran across this faggot. This bitch right here, until I ran across this motherfucker. Then my life changed. Because he did shit to me that I wasn't prepared for. I didn't know how to act. And my actions led him into knowing my address, where I lived, who my family was, who my friends were, where I worked at. It led down a whole thing. And I knew nothing about this trolling shit. This is when I first started YouTubing. I knew nothing about trolling. I just knew that I can get on here, I can stream, people can see my work. This is good for my portfolio. I'm going to do this. I did everything. I did everything I was supposed to do as a YouTuber. I did all the classes. I did all the thumbnail shit. But you know what? When it comes to somebody who's actively after you to take you down, to destroy you, and humiliate you, and you've never been through it in your life. Because the thing is that if this is like somebody standing in front of me, I can put my hands on him. I can put my hands on him because he's hiding behind a keyboard somewhere in America. he's going to be persistent because there's nothing I can do. He's going to keep on doing it. I didn't know what to do. You know? So he went after everything I accomplished. He went after my accomplishments. You know, like I said, your friends, family, all the shit. You know, and I'm not going to cry about it. I just had to figure out a way to deal with it. And my way of dealing with it was to get on YouTube and act up with them. That's what we did. We went back and forth. We went back and forth from 2016, into 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. I wound up in the hospital and I said, no more. I'm done. I said, fuck him. You know, he got to learn how to live without me. You know, I was like, I'm not doing this no more. And the thing about it is, it's like this, you know. I got his channel taken down several times. I've taken a channel away from him. And the thing about it is that in 2022, I had to think about what I've done. What I've done I mean, I had to like rethink of what I've been doing. Right? Is it worth? Because I've already proven he's a crook. He's a thief, a con man, and a phony. I've already proven that. That's on record. I got it so that nobody will buy his shit. When he goes to any forum board, he can't go to forum boards. He can't do nothing, but there's no place that he can go under his name and sell his crappy animations. There's nobody who will listen to him and take his word for anything. It used to be that if you look him up, his name will pop up and you will see Truebones Motions, world leader in animation. Now, when you look his name up, it's basically crook, fraud, phony, don't buy shit from him. I bought stuff from him, this is what happened to me, and all the videos I've ever made about him. And you hear him every once in a while. He'll say, Wungan fucked up my name. He messed up my name. I didn't mess your name up. You were doing things. People didn't know about the things you're doing until they bought something from you. Then after they bought something from you, they had two choices. Shut the fuck up and take your shit, or be hounded, harassed, and stalked and doxxed by you. See, the thing about it is, Joe, you already doxed me, you hounded me, and you harassed me, so there wasn't too much more you can do outside of that. See, you ran out of playing cards on me. I was like, well, you doxed me. You doxed my family. You called my job, places where I worked. You've done all these things. So there isn't too much more you can do to me. But there's a lot I can do to you. And Joe, no, 2018, the summer of 2018 was the last straw for him. Because what I did to him is that I struck the shit out of his channel so he couldn't stream every day. Right? Because before I struck the shit out of his channel, he was doing a racist ass video about me a day. My bad. I said it wrong. An hour. Every 3 hours he was making a live stream about me. Because at the time he was making all his little funny live streams, he struck the shit out of my channel. I couldn't stream on my channel. I couldn't do shit. I can go to my other channels, stream on those, which I did. But he was just striking the shit out of me. He was just striking the shit out of my channel. I couldn't do nothing. I would say, I want to save my channel. This is my channel. I built this channel up from nothing. I want to save my channel. And I did. I saved my channel because I had to get rid of him. So in 2018, I launched a two-pronged attack. The first one was to get him to shut the hell up. And I did. I got him to shut the hell up. I struck his channel. Because he did the same. I used the same thing he did to me. See, that's how I learned how to get him off, because I did the same thing to him he did to me. He got my channel taken down because I had a video on my channel where I animated a topless woman. Right? All she was doing was standing there with no shirt on, bouncing left and right. Right? You saw her boobs flopping around. That's all. He reported that video in. Got it taken down. I got struck. That was the last one. And he struck me for some other shit too. But that was the last straw right there, because I accidentally put that. I uploaded the video, but I forgot to set it to private because I did the video for a friend. Right, I did the video for a friend, and he came back and he struck the shit out that video. And right then and there, I said, "No, fuck this." I'm like, he's like, it's time to play hardball. At the same time, he was, like I said, he was over there. He just started stealing like everything in the Fortnite game. He stole every animation, every character out of it, and was making infomercials. Now you're gonna steal a car and make an infomercial about selling a car. That's basically what he was doing. So what I did is, I let him keep on doing it, because all I needed for him to do is make 3 or 4 videos. That's all it takes, 3 or 4 videos. I already had the one video that's gonna get him demonetized and get him penalty for 3 months. I just needed for him to do 3 more videos of the said stolen content from Epic Games. Then after that was established, which he eventually did, I put my shit into motion, because he also had other videos that he stolen from other people and had them uploaded. So I made sure I found those people, contacted them, because at the time I went to YouTube, told YouTube this guy's harassing me, he's doxing me. I said YouTube wouldn't do shit, because YouTube basically said they have every right to do that on their platform. We have nothing to say about it. If you don't like it, take them to court. I'm like, wait a minute, you can't see for yourself that he's over here telling people where I live, making whole videos pointing out where I live and all this other shit, and you all don't have the common sense to sit back and take this shit down? Nope. I'm like, well, fuck you then. I said, I'll just have to do this another way. So I know he was stealing from these companies, not companies. He was stealing from Adobe. He was stealing from Epic Games. He was stealing from Bethesda. He was stealing all these models and packaging them up, making infomercials about them, and then sit back and when somebody comes and say, hey, ain't that the character from such, like, oh yeah, that's our character. We made it in our studio. You know what his studio looks like? Look behind him. You see this little room? That's his studio. That's the $25 million studio where you currently see 25 people working at. That's his Truebones animation studio. This is the lie he sells to people. And once it was like this. Me and like 5 or 6 other people said, and these are 5 or 6 other people who have dealt with him and got the short end of the stick, same as me, with him. And they's like, you know what? Let's fuck him up. And that's exactly what we did. Because the companies got involved. And what happened is that we got it to where companies came and took down his main channel, his big Truebones channel. And they took his channel down 3 days before my restrictions on my channel were lifted. What's up? We got new people. We got FPS Tyler. How's it going? What's up, Mr. Fox? And so that's basically what happened. And I think Mr. Fox put in some work. A lot of people put in the work to it wasn't just me by myself. All right. Every time he says I've done something to him, it wasn't just me. All right. He wants people to believe it wasn't just me. It was not. It was the people that he's hurt, harassed, stalked, that got us to the point to where we said we're gonna have to teach him a very valuable lesson in life, and we did, because it came down to it that he was using Gumroad to sell stolen content, right? He was using it to infringe content, not stolen, infringed content. And he goes around every day saying, oh, they're the pirates, they're the thieves. No, we have a studio, we have that, we have this, blah, blah, blah. And he did that shit for years until he fucked with me. He could have kept on, he could have still kept on doing it if he would have fucking left me alone. But for some reason, he was fucking with a lot of people, and a lot of people found out about me and my war against him. And then I was being used as a proxy to get at this motherfucker. And at my time of life, I'm like, I don't care if I'm a proxy. I just want to inflict as much damage on him as he's inflicted on me. And I did. I think I even did more, because I destroyed what little business he had. He was making a lot of money doing some bad shit and then using that money to hurt people. But I've cut that. I basically cut his shit in half. He wasn't getting a little $30 check from YouTube no more, because I took that away from him. And he came back again. I took that channel away. I let him have this channel. Because I said it's not, why take down this channel? He's just going to get another one and just pop up again. At least I'll know where he is this time. So I said, fuck it. No, why bother taking down another one of his channels? You know, fuck him. You know, it's useless. You know, he's a fucking cockroach. He'll just come back. You know, you kill a cockroach, you think he's dead. Nope, he's just gonna come back, but in a different body. You know, but yeah, but that's what happened. So now, you know, now what's all said and done with this goofball is that I had the law come in. I had the FBI come in because he threatened to kill me. Now every little thing he did, I kept a record of it. And I think the detectives came to my house and they sat down with me and they said, what is he doing? I said, here, he threatened to kill me. He didn't do this. And he's like, well, since he lives in another state, and this is what they told me, we'll contact the FBI, let them know that this guy's tried. It just, you know, I had the proof right there. Threatened to kill you. And guess what? Joe got on YouTube the next day, screaming and yelling, he got me threaded. I was like, no, Joe, I didn't get you swatted. You did something on YouTube. You did something on YouTube. You said out clearly that you want to kill me. And I called the police. They called the FBI and they came after you. I didn't do nothing. You did it to yourself. You know, you need to stop thinking about me, Joe, and think about something else. But Joe didn't want to do that. Joe wanted to go and say, I swatted him. I was like, Joe, you know what swatting is? What I did to you was not swatting. It was called reporting your ass in. Big difference. Big difference. What did the kind policeman say? Well, the kind federal agents say to you, Joe? Don't let us come out here again, right? I think that's exactly what they said. But yeah. So he got that end of the bargain. And then he tried to do the same thing. He already knew my address, he knew where I live. So what he did is he started calling the police to try to come to my house. But luckily, someone called me and let me know that he was live streaming, calling the police to come to your house. And I was like, oh really? So I went over. So while he was on the phone with them, I went to the police department. Was like right around the corner from me. So I just walked around the corner. I was like, listen, this guy. Here he is. This is what he looks like. He keeps calling you guys to come around here to my house, and he's making false reports and false claims. I'm just letting you know this is what. I mean, he was doing this shit live stream and didn't think I had the smarts to go down and run it with my phone to show them what he was doing as a joke. You know, so I don't know what they said to him, but he kind of stopped. You know, Google did it. Top Fox says, you know your scam ain't working when you have to get a real job. Top Fox says, Google did it. Apologies to everyone for not making any videos lately. Been very busy, but I will get back to it. Yeah, he's been busy with the little foxes at home. Little foxes. Top Fox got a couple of foxes he got to take care of. So, you know, Mrs. Fox don't want him dealing with no man's, you know, you making videos about that damn no man. Yeah, I want to make, no, I won't get off of that shit. No, we don't, nobody cares about him. You know, it's hilarious, man, because when I look back on everything that he's done, you know, I just have to say to myself, I was so stupid to sit back and fight with him. He has nothing of value. The only thing he had of value was me. That's all he had. I was his value. Because with me, you know, he could try to become something. You know, and that's what he was trying to do. And I'm a nobody. Nobody knows who the fuck I am. Nobody knows who I am. You know, I'm just a little fat guy who, well, I'm a used to be fat guy. I've lost a lot of weight, folks. Like I told you guys, I think I told you guys I had a surgery. I had a gastric bypass surgery, and I've lost all that fucking weight. You know, one of these days I'll actually do a picture and post it up. You know, one of these days. But right now, I mean, I just had the surgery about a year ago, and all the flat. I look like a potato sack now. Like all this skin just split. I mean, I'm gonna go and get the shit cut off of me. But yeah, folks. Anyway, back to this shit. So this is what he does. And the thing about it is that in 2018, I remember as good as day. I got fed up with it, and I put my plan to action. And I got a violation on his channel, which caused him not to stream for 3 months. During that 3 months, I started reporting him in to everyone he stole. I took pictures. I downloaded videos of all the shit he was taking from people, making infomercials, and emailed each and every company that he was stealing from Pixar to Activision, what's that, Raven something, whatever. And I would get feedback from these people. And the feedback was like, thank you. We didn't know this was going on. We're going to handle it. I mean, every letter, every feedback I got was, well, we're going to hand this over to a legal department. So he was still able to have a channel, but by the time my channel came back in September, he was gone. He was gone. And the day it happened, someone in my Facebook chat group's like, well, this was bound to happen. I was like, what was bound to happen? What were you talking about? Look, I was like, I was like, it worked. The thing that he was trying to get rid of my channel, the thing he was trying to do to me, I got it done to him first. I got rid of his channel. And the thing about it is, I didn't get rid of his channel. The people he was stealing from got rid of his channel. If you go and look at the people who took down his channel, each of those people were from the companies he was stealing from, making YouTube videos, and then taking that shit over to Gumroad and selling it. Running scams and fraud. I mean, I didn't report him in. The people he Epic, Adobe, Bethesda, who else? There's a whole bunch of companies. He was stealing shit from and reselling it as game assets, you know. And it's funny. It's real funny. It's really funny that the one thing he tried to do from the end of 2016 all the way up to 2018, he worked hard for 3 years out of his lonesome life to get rid of my channel. He even told people, I'm going to take one gun's channel down. I'm going to take one gun's channel. And what did one gun do? He flipped it on your stupid ass. He flipped it. I flipped it so hard in his ass, he didn't know what to do. Because what he did, he came over to my channel and started filing privacy reports, privacy complaint. Now, I tell you that this was after my lawyers told him if he files one more fake copyright claim, we're going to take him to court and we're going to sue him into a barrel. His words, not mine. His words, not mine. My lawyer's words, not mine. And Joe never filed another. Joe to this day has never filed another because Joe knows. Joe knows what happened. Joe knows I will sue the fuck out of him. I have money put aside specifically for when he fucks up. Specifically for that. How I know I've trained Joe about how copyrights work, which Joe won't actually acknowledge how copyrights work. You know how I know that I've trained him? Is because this incident came up again where Joe once again was I think it's Epic Games went after the stuff. Joe stole the whole all the content that's inside of Fortnite. Joe stole it. Went over to Gumroad, made a store on Gumroad and sold nothing but the models, the animations, and whatever else out of Fortnite. He was selling that shit. He sold it all. He was selling it. And Epic was one of those people that we contacted, and they contacted us back. And like I said, it was more than one person. They contacted us back, and we had a nice little discussion. You know, because like I said, only way I got to the point to where I was talking to the people at Unreal is because I knew somebody. You know, and I know people, right? And they were just tired of the pain I was going through with this little fucker. And they was also tired of their shit being stolen out of their games by this little motherfucker. And it's like, we're going to help you out. It's like, I know some people, you know, we're going to talk to them, get them with you on a call. I was like, you can do that? It's like, yeah, because anytime, anybody know if you try to call Unreal, you just get a number, a message, and a hang up. I was able to get to them. I was able to talk to people there. You know, and it was cool. They were cool guys, and we talked about him, and I told him everything, because Joe tried to go to Unreal and run a scam, got busted, and then got banned from ever doing any business with them. Joe tried to pull the wolves over these people's eyes. They saw him for what he was, and they just blacklisted. They blacklisted them. Not only just there, but they blacklisted him over there in Unity as well. He's been blacklisted from every Any place that sells game assets, 3D models, animations, motions, any place, he's been banned. You'll never find anything that he's made in any assets or in any reputable store. He got banned from fucking Sketchfab. That's how bad it is for this motherfucker here. But I'm just gonna be honest with you all. I didn't think that I was gonna be able to do anything, because I gave up on the whole thing of trying to get YouTube to understand this guy's doing nothing but causing pain in my life. I gave up on that. It's not worth it because YouTube is lawless as hell. It's lawless. They don't care. The only thing they care about is when they get sued. Then they care. So they can't get sued. And my lawyer's working to the point because we can't control his behavior, and we can't get YouTube to do what they're supposed to do when people like this show up. So the only thing we could do is get it to a point to where they are in some way liable for any damages I incur because of this situation. And we did that. And that forced YouTube to actually take action on some of the shit he was doing. Because it's some things that are under free speech that people can do that you can't really do nothing about. And then there's the stuff you can do something about, but it's only if there's damages involved. Right? And only if you've made these damages clear to the platform that he is on, what he's doing to hurt you, what he's doing to fuck with you and your livelihood, and you've reported it into them, and they're not doing nothing about it, and they know of this, and you've got documentation that they know of this, and they still let them do it, and it goes against their guidelines and policies, and they haven't did nothing, and now this shit's turned catastrophic for you and your livelihood, then you can hold them accountable. But they wised up and started taking his channels down. That's what started happening. And people think like, well, we don't like people who like to strike people's channels down. But no, this wasn't about me just striking the channel down. This is about me going after someone who's he was trying to take my shit down. He was coming after me. Not only trying to take my channel down is one thing, but he was going after my family, my friends, my sister. He was going after these people. I don't go after his mother or his brother or his cousins. I don't go after I go after him. But because he goes by the low-hanging fruit theory, because it was a time I just said, no, fuck him, I'm gonna do it. But then you get a call from your sister saying, who is this? Or you get a call from your friend like, this person's saying this. He told me if I don't do this, he's gonna call my job. Who is this? That's when you like, this fucker gotta pay. He gotta pay. He in debt to me. He gotta pay. And I had to do it smart because I don't want to do something that's gonna get me in jail. Why would I want to jail him? I gotta see what he's doing. Once I know what he's doing, then it's time to play the hardball. Let's see him. Let's see him try to get his way out of this, and he couldn't. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He couldn't fucking do it. And we're how many years out now, Joe? I won back. I won the battle, Joe. I didn't win the war, but I did win the battles. I did win the battles. The biggest battle is when you lost your channel. And you still haven't recovered from that. You're still not the same guy who did the tutorials and all the other stuff with Motion Builder. I got him to stop you. I made it so he couldn't even use Motion Builder no more. I did a lot of stuff. Irritating stuff. Because he was irritating me. And the only way you take care of somebody irritating them, you don't tell them to stop. Because that's like a drug. To have people tell them stop, that gets them high. No. You irritate them and have them beg you to stop. And he did. He begged me a bunch of times. Leave me alone. You're mad because... Blah, blah. Yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm not mad. No. In the world of revenge, there's no such thing as being mad. It's all about getting even. Right? Right? You inflict pain onto me and I have to inflict it back. That's just the way the world works. That's nature. You know, yeah, the world ain't one. The world is not made on one side. There's two sides to everything. There's an equilibrium that keeps this whole reality afloat, Joe. And I have to, and I have to do what naturally comes to me, and gets my uppins too. It's hilarious watching him squeal and squirm and do videos time after time. Someone takes his shit down, or he gets banned from some place, or someone threatens him, or someone has to call and get a restraining order against them. All this shit happened to him. Just think about it, Joe. If you never, ever, ever did what you did to me, left me the fuck alone, we went our separate ways. We didn't really talk or say anything to each other, Joe. Do you think you would be where you are right now? Do you think you'd be sitting at your mom's house after how many years since you met me? How many years since you've met me? Do you still think you'd be still sitting in your mom's house, working for DoorDash, lying to people about your $25 million home and your business and all your 25 employees that are standing there right now behind you, as you sit there at your little desk at your mom's house, using your old ass outdated computer? Do you think you would be here, Joe? You know? That's why I decided, Joe, I was like, I'm not going to talk about you no more, because I've won. I know I've won. I don't have to sit back and talk about you no more. I don't have to make no more statements about you no more. I just have to sit back and watch you just collapse every day. You collapsing every day. You crashed out in this video. You crashed out in the one you did a couple of weeks ago, and you've been crashing out ever since because I don't pay you attention. You are begging for me to give you attention. And I hope what I'm giving to you now, you take it, you bottle it up, and use it daily to get over your one-gun-itis. I hope you do. I hope you do. I hope you take this. I'm hoping I'm putting out enough for you to where you can take it and bottle it up. You know, use it for a little douche thing. You know, roll it up, and smoke it. I don't know. I don't care. You know, I just hope I'm giving you enough that you can survive on for another couple of months. Because it's going to be another couple of months before I even say your name, talk about you. But I know you're always going to be chasing me around the internet, trying to get into the little streams that I'm on, to sit there and talk about how many times you took my channel down as you scream and nobody knows who you are. Top Fox says, this is a pity stream, Joe. You want attention, you got it. We'll point and laugh. Yeah, we'll point and laugh. You know, I miss Don Thack. I wish I knew where Don Thack was. Don Thack makes some of the greatest videos. Don Thack made some good short videos about Joe. I mean, epic videos that Joe has been trying to this day to take down. He's been really trying to take those videos down. When this shit was at its height, folks, and I don't know what happened, but people came out the blue and started making videos about Joe, you know. And not only people started making videos about Joe, they started making videos. They started like sending me emails, and people from his town started contacting me. I know more people in Joe's town than Joe knows. The problem is like, you wouldn't think that nobody in his town doesn't like him. You'd probably think like maybe 1 or 2 people don't like him. Everybody got a town. Everybody has an enemy in that town. Everybody has somebody in that town you don't mess with because you don't like him. When he steps out of his house, the whole community does not want him to step out of his house. That's how bad it is for him. He done went out to every place within walking distance from his house and pissed off everyone. And you know this because every once in a while I'll get an email or I get a comment in one of my videos about him saying, I know this asshole. I can't believe he came on here to bring what he's doing in our fucking neighborhood on the fucking YouTube. It's like, let me go and tell everybody else. Say, please do. Let everybody know in your neighborhood. I bet you everybody in this neighborhood knows that he does what he does. I bet you people in this neighborhood come to my channel, watch my videos, and watch me talk about how this dude is a fucking crook. that's how we know that people like people in his neighborhood. You know, some people, you know, they've said this, not me, saying that the dude's on meth. He smoked weed all day. He's addicted to porn. They said last time he was with a girl was when his mom had him. I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn. It's so bad where he lives at that Joe claims that he got some woman pregnant and they stole his child. And then when I for somehow the planets were aligned and God had this grand plan for me. And I actually met the people that he was talking about, and they told me the truth. The guy's crazy. He was stalking some girl. The girl had a kid, and then Joe lied and said he slept with the. Dude is messed up. He's just messed up. This is what happens. This is what happens when you live your life behind a keyboard and mouse all your life. Todd Fox says Joe would never recover from the Kira TV video. No, he won't. No, he will not. Joe will never recover from that Kira TV. He to this day, he's still going over there and posting on that Kira TV video. You know, every once in a while I go by there just to see who's posted, and every time I go by there to see that video, I always see like 5 or 6 comments saying that I know this guy. I know where Spraders is. I know. And then these people will watch the video, then go to Spraders and ask Matt Sprader, say, hey, you know this guy? You know, so that little 1% that didn't know who Joe was in that town up there, now they know. They know that Joe knows if he leaves his house and go anywhere in that little community where he is, they're going to talk about him, the fat black guy he aggravates the shit out of because he has nothing else to do. These people know he has no life. All that Kira TV did was validate what this man does. Sit at home all day, stealing from people, aggravating people. That's all the Kira TV video said. You know, and here I am. I'm on there like smiling, like, hey, everybody. They look at me. It's like, why are you messing with him, Joe? Why? It's like, if you wasn't messing with him, Joe, you would have never got on Kira TV. You would still have your Gumroad. You probably still have your Sketchfab. You'd probably still in business, Joe. But you just had to prove something. You had to prove that you were, you know, something. And that's all he wants to be. Joe just wants to be somebody. But he's doing it the wrong way. You be somebody by doing something, Joe. Accomplishing something. Accomplish something. Don't go after other people's accomplishment. Don't say that you done this or you done. He went after my shit. He went after the guy who did the Lil Nas video. He went out. He goes after. He steals other people's work and claims it as he did it. You can go over to his Gumroad page. He has videos claiming that he did the motions and everything that he has over there, which is a blatant lie. Top Fox says, I bet 90% of my subs come from Michigan. I know what? I wouldn't deny it. I would not deny it, you know. But you know what, folks? I've been on here for like an hour, 12 minutes. And I think the days of me doing like 2-3 hour videos on Joe, those days are over with, folks. You know. So I hope this is enough to get Joe high. I hope he doesn't like take this and smoke it up all in one fell swoop. Therefore, I have to come back and do. I'll never come back and do another video like this for a while. He's a faded loon. Yes, yeah, he's pretty much. Joe's pretty much cooked. He's pretty much done. You know, because this is all he has. This is all he has left for me. You know. Industry? What industry could you be talking about, Joe? Because he sits back and he talks about motion capture and infinite light and hidden lasers and all type of stuff that has nothing to do with motion capture whatsoever. He talks about don't use suits. It's a lot of things you don't use, Joe. Like your father, he should have used the condom, but he didn't. and now the world is paying for it. Like your mother, she should have been on the pill, but she wasn't. And now we have to pay for it. But before I go, folks, I want to go by Joe's Discord real quick. Here it is. I want to go by Joe's Discord. Let's see if I can find it. It's one of these crazy Discords in here. If he hasn't kicked me out yet, I don't know why he won't kick me out. Here it is. I don't know why he won't kick me out of his fucking Discord. Here he is. That's what he do. He's got a bunch of people that come over here, and he like when you be seeing him like stream. And he's talking, and he's over here talking to somebody over here. So some people that come up, people are coming over here and watching him stream off of Discord, you know. And I just figured that out. And I got another story, but I don't know if you know these people that know Joe that came and talked to me about Joe. But let's see. There's also full exoskeleton key holder. So this is Joe. Sounds awesome. I'm a full exoskeleton. Is there an early base? So this is Joe pretending to be somebody else to fleece the rest of these people in here. You know, he comes in here as all these different alts. You know, as you can see, these alts come here and talk about, you know, how this guy right here. I know this has got to be Joe. Come here and say, oh, come and get Truebones. Truebones good. Look at Truebones. All these Truebones animations. You notice how the only person who's posting stuff in here is stuff they get from Joe and Joe himself. These are the only two people who post stuff in here. And all they talk about is how great the Truebones skeleton key is, how great Truebones is, right? Because it's him. It's him running a scam. He's done this for years, pretending to be other people who have bought his stuff and using his stuff successfully. Let's see if I can find the good shit. Unless you see here it is. So here's a see, this is where you can find all the stolen shit. So this is game rips. This is stuff. Project Wingman. He took the models out of Project Wingman. And he's got them for selling. He's selling them. You know, he's selling them on Gumroad. All this stuff has Gumroad links to it. Hogwarts. He's got the Hogwarts in it. He got the Hogwarts stuff. It's free from Truebones. So this stuff ain't free. You got to pay for it. You know, just incredible amount of just IP theft all over the place. I'm just a long-time Truebones fan. That's Joe. I think most of the people over here are bots and Joe. I think most of the people are just nothing but bots. Where is it? Jesus Christ. Okay, so here we are. I got a video about this. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but this guy right here, Pitchfork, I did a whole video about him and this whole thing with Joe, and he was telling Joe that Joe claims that you can use his stuff inside Unreal Engine. I know you can't. I mean, I can make Joe's stuff work in Unreal Engine, but it's gonna take some work to get the shit inside Unreal Engine, because Joe, like I said, he takes animations, he takes content, and he packages it up and he sells it. He doesn't give a fuck if it works. He don't give a fuck where it comes from. You know, he doesn't care if it's clipped up. He's just gonna sell it to you saying, this is the industry standard animations. No, they're not. This is shit you've stolen out of someone else's game. Put your name on top of it, and you're up here lying to these people saying that you made it. You know, so this guy right here. let's see if I can get the whole bunch. I think this is it. Oh shit! Yeah, this is this goes way up. I got a video about this, man. Just watch the video. It's the last upload I did on this channel about a month or so ago. But long story short, this guy wanted to work with Joe. He found Joe somehow, some way. He figured Joe was like a guy to get motion capture from because he had so many thousands and thousands of motions, and Joe lies about being a motion capture studio, so he figured Joe was the real deal, like a lot of people. Then they come over here and they ask him, can I get some animations? I want to try them out in Unreal Engine. And Joe's like, yeah, here you go. They get the free pack, and think about this, when you get the free pack from Joe, Joe now has your email. He's going to spam the hell out of you. And the guy talks about it too on Joe's Discord, that he got the hell spammed out of him, you know. And then he comes back and asks Joe, it's like, Joe, I'm trying to bring your animations into Unreal Engine and I can't do it. It's not working. You know, can you please do you have like a characterized skeleton for Unreal Engine 4 that I can use this? And Joe don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Now, what I mean by characterized skeleton, that means that you have a skeleton that's characterized to the Unreal Engine mannequin. So therefore, if you put any motion on this skeleton, it should be transferable over to Unreal Engine, to where you can use those motions inside of Unreal Motion without no problems, right? That means you're going to get accurate walks, you're going to get accurate finger controls, you're going to get accurate everything. You know, any animation you bring out of this catalog, bring it through this character, import it into Unreal Engine, it should work, right? It should work right off the bat, no problems, no thinking. Joe doesn't have that. Because Joe doesn't understand how this shit works. All Joe knows is that there's money in Unreal Engine, there's money in game assets, there's money in animations. That's all he understands. If you look at his channel, that's all he talks about. And Joe also knows there's money in AI. If you add AI to any type of subtext or prefix, and say it every 15 to 20 seconds, you're going to be making money. You don't have to know what it is. You just got to know what the word is. Con man. Right. So the guy, you know, he's up here asking Joe, like, hey, you know, how do I mean, do you have a skeleton? I need to know how to do this. And then Joe comes back. This is what Joe does. Here it is. Here's the guy, the Pitchfork said, I think your customers could benefit hugely from a clear tutorial on how to successfully import these into Unreal. Then Joe comes back and says, our motions will work. No worries. Then he comes back and says, I can't do that for you if I get it to actually work. Now, I have to tell you that Joe has deleted some of the posts from here. Then Joe comes back and says, I posted a tutorial. And then the guy says, link them. And then Joe gives a link. Now, do you think Joe made this tutorial? No. Joe didn't make. Joe's not even in this video.
Take what you do best and create a website that's worthy of it. With AI website creation from Wix.
In this video, we'll mix.
Actually, something. Does this look like? Where's this fool at? Him? Does that look like him? So why would somebody ask you for a tutorial on how to use your shit? You give them something to someone else that has nothing to do with the question that man asked you. The guy says it. And Joe comes over and says, he doesn't use Truebones, but it's the same workflow. He retargets to the mannequin first then, and you can use any FBX, including multi or skeletal, including multi or skeleton, or the same as the Quick Magic. I'm like, huh? Quick Magic? That's an AI program. That's a fucking AI program. That's not a legitimate mocap animation source. I mean, no, the Quick Magic has nothing to do with Unreal Engine. You said that your stuff works with Unreal Engine. Where is the retargeted character for your animation so we can bring this stuff in? So Pitchfork says, I don't see where in this video it's helpful for me. I'm talking about making a video specifically about your assets, where to get them, and how to import them step by step with no time wasted. I have more subs than this guy tutorial does, not shown how to import your assets. And he was like, cool, okay. I guess he's responding to up here. He says, why don't you just include a character that will import the animations correctly? Now, for someone who's been in the motion capture industry for 20 years, that's a no-brainer. Anybody on the Unreal, Epic, Unreal Marketplace, Unity, all the people who sell animations and motions and all type of stuff, they know this. They know if they sell any product that's going to work in any Unreal Engine, Unity, any product, even Motion Builder, any of that stuff, they know they have to have a retargeted character that all the animations is on, so they can be easily adapted into the pipeline, so they'll be able to be easily taken into any program. That's just the way shit works now. And if you've been in the game as long as Joe said, you would know that. That's a no-brainer. You know? Joe don't know nothing but how to steal people's shit and sell it. That's all he knows. And the guy comes down here. And Joe, I think Joe deleted a bunch of posts, but here he goes. He's like, why don't Joe goes? The dude goes, why don't you just include a character that will import the animations correctly? Then Joe, this is Joe answer to that. This is Joe, don't have to. I'm like, wait a minute. So my next question would have been, so how do you know that your animations work if you don't characterize your characters to work inside of Unreal Engine? I mean, if you don't have a character to characterize all those motions, that means those motions you got don't have any character retarget to. They're just random motions into a folder that I have to go through one by one, line up, fix, clean up, and then use them. Because that's the only way you can use anything from this man. You have to clean it by hand, and you better have a program like Motion Builder or Maya to do it with. That's the problem. You see, he's not a professional. He's just a thief. He's a crook. He's a fake, a phony, and a fraudster. That's all he is. And right here, when Joe said that, this guy knew that he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He sits back. Let me show you. He sits back. And he puts this logo up here. He puts this logo up there. And he puts the Truebones 2.0 AI custom mocap animations created with NVIDIA. Everything he got up here are all words that are associated with people coming to you or appealing to other people that have money and want to approach you. Because he's used that AI, NVIDIA, and Unreal Engine in almost every fucking thing he does. And that brings the moths. That's why people keep buying shit, because they think he knows what he's talking about. And these people, obviously, who come to him, don't know what the fuck they want, or don't know, or not educated enough to know how this shit works. And they go to him anyway, they buy the shit, they find my videos, and they send me messages, hey man, this Truebone guy, blah, blah. I was like, what, when you went to him? It ain't that hard to type his fucking name out in the fucking search engine and find one of my videos or somebody else who did something on him. It's not that hard. Why the fuck do people put themselves in a position where they let motherfuckers like him steal from them? It's not that hard to type in this fool's name and look at all the shit he's done to people to sit back and give him your money. You see, I'm out of that line of work of policing him. I don't do it no more. Because doing that would drive me fucking insane. I'm not going down that road. You know, the video was good. Oh, the video I made, yeah, it was good. Top Fox says, even Joe can't demonstrate his stolen crap works because it doesn't work. Exactly. It doesn't work. So Joe says he doesn't have to. So I guess the guy comes back. The guy says, yeah, what was this? While you can period. You get, so here's Joe, another ad. You get the awesome Truebones mega bundle with skeleton key. This skeleton key don't mean shit. Don't mean nothing. And think about it right here. He's selling it. Look how much he's selling this. This shit doesn't work, and he's selling it for $95. Now, if you go, I'm not gonna dig through his Discord, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. Like, you can go through his Discord, and you can see all the people who actually come back on his Discord who've bought his shit and doing the same thing this guy's saying. How do I get it into Unreal Engine? How do I do that? Now, why would somebody come to you and buy something for the use of Unreal Engine, Joe? Why would they do it? Because you've been advertising it. You got it in your Gumroad. You got it everywhere. Everywhere you post, it's like, my oceans work great with Unreal. And then you got people, he has a whole fucking page of people just saying, hey, can I get a refund? Blah, 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 blah. And what he'll say is like, you have to contact PayPal for your refund. I don't give out refunds. You got to contact PayPal. I'm like, no, PayPal takes a percentage of the money. They send the rest to you. So basically, and it's in writings, like if there's ever a chargeback or a refund, you are required to pay that back, or we will take it from you. You know, and that's what happened. That's what that's what happened to a lot of people. And I just sit back and say, well, you should have. I mean, I don't buy shit. I don't buy shit off of any website, nothing, unless I've done my due diligence, because there's too many people like him out here. Too many. too many crooks and fraudsters. Let's see. Then he comes back and say, yet to be seen. I do, and I have 23,000 subscribers whom I can direct to your website if you'll help me figure this out. But at the same time, I'll be creating a clear and concise guide for any if your Unreal customers. I tried Mixamo. You saw the results. So Joe tries to, like, once again, Joe has stolen the whole library of Mixamo animations, and Joe doesn't understand that when you steal Mixamo animations, you still have to retarget them to work inside of Mixamo, inside of Unreal Engine. No matter how many times you go to Mixamo and steal the shit, you still gotta retarget. Anytime you bring something into Unreal Engine, you have to retarget it. And Joe doesn't want to do that. Joe just wants to say he has motions and they work in Unreal Engine. Now, if you go to his channel, right? If you go to his YouTube channel where he advertises, where he he runs his ads every day. He's a musician, airplane pilot, race car driver, NASCAR driver, and space shuttle operator. He says he's all these things. Advertise to people. He uses Unreal Engine and all these AI words and hashtag NVIDIA AI. He does all this shit, but when it comes to him knowing about the shit, he knows nothing. He knows absolutely nothing, and it's laughable because you don't really have to search out his name. You just have to come to his channel and watch him. Why would you give somebody your money who gets on YouTube and sounds like this?
The only thing that I should be concerned about is threats.
Yeah, so why would you want to but they do. Fools are fools are departed with their money. I mean, what more can I say, folks? You know, that's why I don't make videos about them no more. It's not worth it. But anyway, folks, it's been fun going through memory lane. Thank you, Todd Fox. Thank you, Todd Fox, for showing up. All the rest of you guys and all the rest of you 45, 50 people that came in here for this little 1 hour and a half stream. Thank you guys for showing up. But I don't think I'm going to do another one of these videos. He's gonna have to take this, you know, heat it up into a little spoon, pour it into a syringe, and take like a millimeter dose a day or something. I don't know, man. I know that I got a film. I got 2 films I'm working on. I got work I do for clients. I got things that I have to do. I got things that I do, you know. And one of the things that I told myself that I'm not going to ever do is fucking mess with him. You got work to do, Joe. Joe got DoorDash. Joe works too. He's got DoorDash. Ain't that right, Joe? Joe has entrepreneur of a $25 million company, which is right behind him, and all 25 of his employees who were there, but they're all on lunch break at the same time. If you look real closely, you'll see the front desk like right between the microwave and mini fridge. And if you squint your eyes, right behind the box of Pop-Tarts is the janitor's room. You know, it's just laughable, folks, you know. And I guess he made this video to let me know that he hasn't forgotten about me. That's heartfelt, Joe. That's really heartfelt. I'm out here, folks. Thank you guys for joining. This boy One Gun. And before I go, folks, I'm going to... I have this one song that every time I deal with Joe, I play this song. And people like why come every time you play this song, every time you get on YouTube, you play this song, and you talk about Joe. I said, because Joe hates this song. Matter of fact, Todd Fox has a video, and Todd Fox needs to make a fucking YouTube short of the video of where Joe comes over to my channel and he plays my video, and that song comes on, and he goes, what? It was like the song was burning him, and like he sprayed raid on a roach, and the roach just like starts like running around crazy, and then he just finally flops it. That song is is fucking bug repellent to trolls. You know, because you know the song ain't for them. They know that he knows the song ain't for him. He knows the song is about people who do the shit that he do to other people. And the song is about empowerment of yourself, because you can't let people like him keep you down. You know, and he did. I admit he did do it to me for a while, because I went back and forth with him. But I stopped. I've stopped ever since I got out the hospital. I don't fuck with him like that no more. I don't do that shit. I don't chase after him with videos. I sit back. The most I've done, folks, is make a video like this every blue moon. And where's the live stream at? It just can't hurt us. He can't do nothing. And the song illustrates that. That's why that song burns him so. It burns him, because every time he goes to my stream, he first listens to where the song is playing, and he makes sure the volume is off. And then he gets to the part to where the song ain't playing. He does it all the time. But like I said, Tom Fox got videos of him going to my stream. Hey everybody, we gonna see what we can get taken a bit. Then he plays the fucking he plays the video and the song comes up. It's like holy water to a fucking vampire. He goes, it's burning! Please, Todd, if you ever get a chance to step away from the little foxes, just grab that little part of the video where he was fucking like, he was treating that song like poison. But folks, that song, I'll tell you what, that song got me through a lot of shit. Every time this stupid fucker got on YouTube and said my name, that song I would play that song and listen to that song, and that song would kind of set me right. It'll set me right, you know. And then on top of that, it wasn't just the song, it was also the people who come to my channel and support me. Those people, Todd and Ben and Jada and the rest of you guys, Autumn, and I can stay on here for hours naming all the people that's come into my life while I'm on YouTube, who've actually helped me get through that shit. Especially when I went through some shit that, you know, that was like, especially when I went through the life-ending shit in my life. You know, I had my family, I had my friends, and then when I got all the love from them, I came online. I got love from you guys too, and I thank you guys. I really, from the bottom of my heart, if it wasn't for you guys, I probably would have gave up doing this shit a long time ago. You know, cause my family was like, you know, you don't need to be going around arguing with that dumbass white man. I'm like, mom, dad, I'm all right. You know, I got people watching. I got people watching my back. My sister's like, all you gonna do is get mad again. And I was like, nope. So I was like, nope. I was like, I'm not doing it no more. I'm gonna let him do it to himself. The last thing, but before I go for the last thing that I got Joe for, before I stopped reporting him in, was the Adobe Mixamo stuff. Because the Adobe Mixamo stuff was like where this shit really started. Because I entered a contest and I won a contest, and I used nothing but mocap online, DAS content, and Mixamo content. And what Joe did is Joe took my video down, and that's what basically got me to where I am now, because he took that video down. I got the video back up, but the problem is that I was stupid, and he took the video down so he could find out where I lived, and he found out where I lived, and that's when hell started getting really bad. That's when things got really bad for me, when he found out where I live, you know. And I didn't know how to do anything about it, but I had to learn. I learned. I grew up and I learned, and now I'm able to fight people like him. Anybody comes to me like him, I don't play with them. I play them. Because I know it's basically whatever book of troll torture that he ever read, you know, it's like everybody reads from the same book. So when somebody does the shit that he does, you exactly know what they're gonna do next. You know, and so far that's been proven time after time. But I've ran across many people on the internet, and it's the same thing over and over with people like him. You know, same motto: live with their parents, live with their parents. Don't do shit with their life. You know, don't really have nothing going on for themselves. Never touch a girl in their life. Don't know what honest work is. You know, and one of the main things about them, they're all liars. All liars. You know, so. When I tell people I've dealt with fuckers like him, I've dealt with fuckers like him, and this is the state I left him in.
Okay, so nothing else matters except for
A crazy man on YouTube talking in echo. Yeah. So anyway, folks. So like I said, I got this song. I'm gonna play this song for you guys. You guys enjoy it. I don't ever want to talk about this again. I don't want to talk about this shit again, man. I want to next stream I do, folks. I want to get up and I'm going to stream, do what I like to do. I like to sit here and work on my projects. You know, he's literally in his own echo. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, Todd. Todd, man, dude, we need to. I don't know, man. I'm thinking about I've done this before. I'm thinking about just taking all the videos that we've made about Joe and sticking them on one Encyclopedia Britannica of a YouTube channel and sticking all those videos on that channel. You know, just put all and just make it just a Wikipedia of all the stupid shit he's done. You know. And promote the channel and get people to go to that channel to understand like how to avoid this man. If he ever comes to your life, avoid him. But anyway, folks, I was talking about this song, and I'm gonna play this song. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and play this song. But like I said, folks, this song is you know, maybe not to a lot of you guys mean anything, but this song meant a lot to me. Especially the day I found this song was the day I fucking had it. I was pulling my hair. I didn't know what the fuck to do. But I was playing this song, and it kind of clicked to me. This song kind of clicked to me because this song was telling me, you know, it's like you get that one song in your life that tells you how to deal with life. You know, how to deal with life and not fight life. You know, you deal with life by not fighting it. You know, you deal with life by being humble. And not getting yourself entwined into stupid shit. To look the other way when you see the stupid shit coming. You know, that's what this song was about, folks. So you guys have a great day, and I'm gonna leave this song to you guys. To you know, it's "Sticks and Stones" by Norman Sands. You can check it out on Epidemic Sound. So here's the song. Enjoy, folks. This is your boy One Gun. I'm signing out, and I hope to see you guys in the future.
Sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No. I know it's hard to be polite, and it's easy being petty. My mama used to tell me, gotta use you when he ready. Man, it's crazy how my brother said it could have been my cell. It's either prison or a grave, that's what everybody tell me. Man, life ain't a beach, it's a female dog. I'm staying 10 toes down, though I still might fall. Oh yeah, now I done came through, knocking pictures off you all. Cause loving people who persecute you, it's still a tough be a light up on my path and a lamp under my feet. I know my faith's strong, but my flesh still kinda weak. When that victory be looking like the verge of defeat, and I feel that disrespect, help me turn my other cheek and say, sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No. See, it's hard to be polite. It's easy being petty. Mama used to tell me, gotta use you when he ready. Cause I ain't working on my own timing. Ain't got no diamonds on me, but I stay shining. Yeah. They say the world would be a better place if we take out the hate.
Stop all the hate right now.
Yeah. Let's keep it real, it'd be better if we just subtract the fake.
All you fake
Yeah,
people.
so be a light up on my path and a lamp under my feet. I know my faith's strong, but my flesh still kinda weak. When that victory be looking like the verge of defeat, and I feel that disrespect, help me turn my other cheek and say sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, no, no. Sticks and stones